Tonight, we report on primary election results and hundreds of people enjoy National Night Out in Moses Lake. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Well, Amber, the Mariners and Rockies battle it out on the diamond in Colorado, and the Apple Sox and Sweets go at it in Game 1 of their 3-game series. Here's a glance at our Weather Center forecast.
Good to be with you, everybody. Some showers inland northwest. Pretty quiet for us, but changes are in the forecast. I'll bring you all the details in a few moments.
I'm Amber Jinks, and we have all this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
The initial results from the primary election are counted. Roughly 22% of registered voters in Grant County took part in the election, used to pare down the races to the two candidates receiving the most votes. They continue their campaigns as they continue to the general election in November. The Grant County Elections Office counted 6,280 ballots. There are more than 28,000 registered voters in Grant County. Phil Wick and Raymond Gravel appear to be heading into the general election to determine who is going to be the mayor of Soap Lake. Sonia Padron is leading the election race for the Quincy City Council position 6, with Warren Dan Libert trailing behind her. In the Moses Lake election for position 3, incumbent Jason Avila has a small lead over Don Myers, as the two appear to be heading for the general election. Incumbent Moses Lake City Council member Dick Dean is leading the election for position 6. Candidate Ryan Leonard is trailing in second place. The 6-candidate race for Moses Lake City Council position 7 is being led by Greg Navarez. Julia Hodgson and Mike Norman are trailing with 1 vote separating the candidates in second place and third place. In the race for Ephrata School District Director position 4, Lois Gibbons leads with Larry Duffner trailing in second place. Candidates Connie O'Pikins and Susan Freeman are leading the race for the Director 3 position of the Moses Lake School District. In the Wall-Luke School District race for Director Position 1, Maybelline Pantaleon is leading with Cynthia De Victoria in second place. Mitsubishi will begin testing its newest passenger jet at the Grant County International Airport later this year. Representatives from the company were at the airport on Tuesday for a tour of the facilities. Reporter Devin Higgins has the story.
It was a busy day at the Grant County International Airport as representatives from Mitsubishi Aircraft Corporation were in Moses Lake to meet with port executives and take a tour along with members of the international media. Mitsubishi begins flight testing their newest passenger jet, the MRJ, at the airport starting in the fall, and construction of the 65,000 square foot hangar which will house them is almost complete. Among the local dignitaries in attendance were Representative Tom Dent, Mayor Dick Dean, and members of the City Council. The festivities included a bus tour of the airport, providing the Japanese media a chance to see the runway and its services. Board Executive Director Jeffrey Bishop said it was a chance to put Grant County on the international stage as a busy and growing location.
We've been very pleased with the turnout and the attention that we've gotten from the international media, specifically from Japan. It's a very good day for Grant County International Airport and the Moses Lake community. We've had a couple branches of the military so far. We're pretty excited about the military's participation in Grant County International Airport, and we think it's going to be a really good partnership opportunity for us to forge with Mitsubishi as well.
Mitsubishi Aircraft President Hirofumi Takahashi was on hand to see the progress of the hangar and talked about why his company chose Moses Lake for its testing ground.
Because there are so many reasons. One of the reasons, Moses Lake has a very long runway. Longest runway is 4,116 meters. And that is very good for flight test. And also, Moses Lake is a sister city of Yonezawa in Yamagata. We are feeling Moses Lake people is supporting Moses Lake people like Japan and supporting Japanese project. So that is also a good reason for us to select Moses Lake as our flight test facility.
At the Grant County International Airport, Devin Higgins for iFIBER 1 News.
The Gorge Amphitheater's owners are trying to lower the property value on 2 pieces of property. Representatives of Istar Blues and Live Nation are asking for 2 of the 4 pieces of property, including the stage and the surrounding property, to be included in the county's current use program again. The Grant County Assessor's Office removed 4 pieces of the property, totaling 194 acres, from the program earlier in the year. The county assessed the value of the property as if it was agricultural land for at least the past 12 years. Dave Bricklin, Live Nation's and Istar Blues attorney, is arguing 111 of the acres should be considered used to benefit the public and included in the program to reduce taxes. The land doesn't need to be open to the public to benefit them. He pointed out Live Nation maintains a buffer around a stream running through the property in cooperation with the other state agencies. Grant County Assessor Melissa McKnight said even if the commissioners agreed with, the change wouldn't affect the value of the property since the county doesn't have a system set up to rate the benefit to the public. Now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be back right after this.
My name is Kat Sanderson, Managing Broker for Pillar Rock Realty Group. We love the Columbia Basin because it's our home and we want to give back to our community by kicking off our Pay It Forward campaign. If you buy or list with us, we will donate 1% of our total proceeds to a local charity of your choice and in your name. Call us today at 754-4444 or visit pillarrockrealty.com because we are your local real estate experts.
Now for your iFIBER 1 News Weather Center forecast.
Good to be with you, everybody. I'm Ceci Gutierrez with your local weather report from the One News Weather segment, and it is brought to you by Barry Motors, one great place to buy and service a car. We begin with a quick look at your headlines across the area. This red flag warning finally expiring early this evening, but in the meantime, we do anticipate for dry conditions to continue. Clear and pleasant overnight tonight with these cooler temperatures hanging in there, even as we head into this Thursday. Breezy conditions also expected to continue across the entire area. During the past 24 hours, we've seen temperatures topping out around 85, a few degrees below average in Ephrata, and 103 was the record high back in 1990, the low 64. Sunset 8:26 this evening. Now across Moses Lake, similar conditions where temperatures average should be 91, the high temperature registered at 86, and also record high of 102 back in 1997 with the sunset at 8:25. Here's a quick peek at the conditions right outside your door with mostly sunny skies, readings around the lower 80s and the wind out of the west-northwest at around 20 miles per hour. Here's a quick look at what we can expect during the overnight hours into the next couple of days. We'll notice showers still lingering to the north, and this is in wake of a cold front across the northern mountains. The potential for scattered showers, thunderstorms cannot be ruled out in the northwest. Overall pretty dry. Some scattered showers into Montana and across eastern portions of Idaho. Now during the weekend, cannot rule out the threat for scattered showers, and this will be due to a low pressure system moving into the area. As we head into this Friday, dry conditions, and we notice that cloud cover and the precipitation out of the south moving into east into inland northwest. Let's take a quick look at what we can expect for this Thursday afternoon across the entire region. Most of the cloud cover confined to the west, but overall across Yakima, Monterey, mostly sunny skies. Notice those temperatures, even temperatures just below 80 in Monterey and across Spokane. Mostly sunny for Tri-Cities with readings around 81. Inland into the basin, mostly sunny skies expected to continue with these quite pleasant temperatures, approximately 5 degrees below where we should be for this time of the year. Let's take a quick look at your extended forecast. A little bit more of the same for Friday, but temperatures expected to moderate heading into more seasonable by Saturday. Increasing cloud cover as we head into the second part of the weekend and into next week, Monday into Tuesday, with partly sunny skies. Segment brought to you by Barry Motors, one great place to buy and service a car. Be right back with sports.
To save some energy, I've used Einstein's mass energy equivalents to design the haptic suits you see in front of you. They will maintain our core body temperature while we completely turn off our heat and air conditioning. With the money we save on our Grant PUD bill, I'll be expecting that trip to Disneyland this year.
You don't need to be a super genius to save energy and money. Visit grantpud.org to learn how.
Well, it finally happened. The Mariners have put together their first three-game win streak since taking 3 in Tampa on May 27th. The M's offense continued to rake, crushing the Rockies 10-4 at hitter-friendly Coors Field. Robinson Cano got things started with an RBI double in the first inning. Jesus Montero singled in Cano from second, giving the Mariners a 2-0 lead after 1. Stellar defense was also on display for Seattle in the 5th inning. Austin Jackson rounded down a ball in deep right center field, showing off his excellent speed. Franklin Gutierrez came up big with a pinch hit single in the 6th, breaking a 3-3 tie, scoring 2 runs. The boomstick, Nelson Cruz, continues to mash for the Mariners, hitting his 5th home run in as many games. It was a 448-foot bomb for Cruz, his 31st of the season. Newly acquired pitcher Rob Rasmussen picked up the win for the M's. It was his first win as a big leaguer. Well, the Apple Sox opened a 3-game homestand with an 8-5 win over Walla Walla. Wenatchee was clicking early, scoring 5 runs off 6 hits in the bottom of the first. The Swedes hung a run on the board in the 2nd and 3rd innings to get back in it. The Apple Sox responded with a run in the home half of the 3rd to stretch their lead to 6-2. A solo shot by Nick Holomanderas in the top of the 4th and an RBI single by Kyle Nixon in the 5th narrowed the gap to 6-4. Walla Walla inched closer with a run in the top of the 8th. The Apple Sox tacked on 2 in the bottom of the inning to seal the deal. Hunter Wells gave up 4 runs off 8 hits in 7 innings of work to record the win. Game 2 of the 3-game series with the Swedes is tonight at 7:05. Now, for the millions who have dreamed of representing their homeland in the Olympic Games but lack the athletic prowess to compete with world-class athletes, you may just have a shot of performing on the big stage after all.
Ultimate Frisbee and other disc games just got a big boost in stature. The International Olympic Committee has granted the World Flying Disc Federation full international recognition. The recognition means flying disc sports can be considered for future Olympic Games. Millions of people play disc games. The most popular game? Ultimate Frisbee. It combines the classic strategies of soccer and American football. The Sunday announcement made at the 120th session of the committee doesn't mean Frisbee athletes will be participating in the Olympic Games, but it's a step in that direction, according to Tom Crawford, CEO of USA Ultimate, the national governing body for flying disc sports.
We'll be back after this commercial break.
You don't have to drive to Seattle for exceptional cancer care. Confluence Health's cancer program delivers world-class care close to home. We have a highly experienced oncology team in a state-of-the-art facility, and we're a member of the Seattle Cancer Care Alliance, which gives our patients access to world-renowned therapies developed at Fred Hutchinson, the University of Washington Medicine, and Seattle Children's. Together with the SCCA, we're delivering world-class cancer care close to home.
Our spotlight story tonight is about Moses Lake's annual National Night Out, featuring fun and games while educating people on crime prevention. Reporter Joe Utter was there and has the story.
Hundreds of people turned out for Moses Lake's National Night Out on Tuesday night for some fun and games, while at the same time learning more about crime prevention. St. Square was packed with activities from a free barbecue and ice cream, a bouncy house, balloons, live music, and of course, a dunk tank, where kids of all ages lined up to dunk Acting Fire Chief Brett Bastian and Police Chief Dave Ruffin. Ruffin explained why the annual event continues to grow each year.
First of all, we'd like to thank the community for coming out to the National Night event. I think this is either our 5th or 6th year. The first year we did it, unfortunately, we only had about 20 or 25 people show up, but as you can see, there's probably several hundred people here tonight, and so it's been a great turnout. And of course, we couldn't do it without the partners that we have here in Moses Lake, and so we've got a lot of booths set up, everything from the Columbia Basin Karate Team to OIC to New Hope to Samaritan Healthcare. I mean, there's just lots of different people that came out to help put this on, and Youth Dynamics is here helping do the barbecue, and of course we've got a band, local band here that's providing the music, and in my background over here we've got the Sydney vehicle, so we've got a driving while impaired vehicle to show people the perils of drinking and driving, and so yeah, it's been great. So.
Set up along the sidewalks were information booths on crime prevention, the dangers of alcohol or drugs, and information from several community resources. The event gives people a chance to speak with police officers in a non-formal setting away from emergency lights and sirens. Ruffin said the event offers a good time for the entire community, but also brings people together to discuss crime prevention.
National Night Out is a national event. It's put on, it's generally that first Tuesday in August. Some of the communities, such as Quincy, actually had their event last night, and then they'll continue to do smaller events through the week. But it's to bring the community together to talk about crime prevention. It's a good opportunity to meet your neighbors, meet the downtown business people, and be concerned about crime, be concerned about what's going on and how they can make a difference. So.
For more information on crime prevention resources available in Moses Lake, people can contact Olivia Martinez at 509-764-3887. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
We'll be right back after this.
Quincy Foods, LLC, a subsidiary of Norpac Foods, is seeking motivated individuals to fill the positions of general laborer for their corn harvest season. They have full-time seasonal openings, must be 18 years old and older, willing to work swing shift. Great people to work for in a challenging food processing environment. Apply at 222 Columbia Way in Quincy between 8 and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, or online through WorkSource. Quincy Foods is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back. The East Columbia Basin Irrigation District started plans for the first new distribution system to carry water to farms southeast of Moses Lake. The irrigation system would take water from the East Low Canal to roughly 10,000 acres of farmland presently using wells to irrigate crops. Levi Johnson, the district's development coordinator, said the district is working with the financing company to sell the roughly $16 million in bonds necessary to build the system. The irrigation district is working on finalizing a contract with the U.S. Bureau of Reclamation to use water from the Columbia Basin Project, along with working with landowners to determine how much land will be served by the new water. The district labeled the first planned project EL 47.5, which stands for 47.5 miles from the beginning of the East Low Canal. It is the first of 7 systems to carry water to 87,000 acres of farmland served by wells. A man was accused of fleeing police and imprisoning a woman while he hid from police in a Quincy house. Prosecutors charged Silver Garcia, a 28-year-old Ephrata resident in Grant County Superior Court, with attempting to elude a pursuing police vehicle, 2 counts of assault, unlawful imprisonment, and malicious mischief. A Quincy police officer reported spotting Garcia on July 28th driving a tan 1998 Infiniti i30 without any license plates. When the officer activated the patrol car's emergency lights, Garcia reportedly fled. The alleged pursuit went through the city, and Garcia ran 6 stop signs and drove the wrong way on roads near the Quincy Junior High School. Police learned on Sunday Garcia was at a K Street Southeast residence When police arrived at the home, Garcia allegedly held the female resident by the neck and arm, refusing to let her answer the door. After she reportedly got free, he fled out of the bathroom window to escape. He was later arrested. Members of the Armed Forces, police, and firefighters may receive a 50% discount on admission for every day of the Grant County Fair. The Grant County Commissioners delayed a decision about the change. They wanted to discuss the proposal with Fairgrounds Director Jerry Gingrich. The county currently offers the discount only on Thursday during the week of the fair. The discussion came up after requests to move the discount to a different day when they could attend the fair with their families. The discount doesn't apply for exhibitors since they already receive a discount. In Northwest news, it can be a struggle for new parents juggling taking care of a newborn while maintaining a job. A new pilot program in Washington allows some parents to bring their babies to work. It's part of a new policy at the State Department of Health.
He's just a happy baby, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that we got to spend so much time with him.
Meet Marissa and her son Gavin. They're the pilot team for the Infants at Work policy at the Washington State Department of Health. From 8 weeks old, Marissa brought Gavin with her to the office as a part of the new program allowing moms and dads to continue working while bonding with their infants. It's something she tells me was a win-win for them both.
Obviously for him, just being around with his mom all day long was great instead of having to be with a babysitter as a mom. I didn't come to work and feel like I left part of my life at home or with somebody else.
I checked, and this policy includes separate rooms for privacy and breastfeeding, but it also comes with some guidelines. They include a parent must be a permanent employee, the infant is not allowed at work if the job is too dangerous for a child to be around, the parent must talk to coworkers about it, and the parent must have a willing backup caregiver at work in case of emergencies. I also talked to her about how coworkers felt about this and if her son was a distraction or an addition to their work-life environment.
The benefits extended to them as well. It was really funny to see different personalities come out. The people I thought would have the biggest problems with it ended up being the biggest softies.
Marissa also tells me the new policy was the determining factor for her to return to work at all.
Where I could still be a mom and still be a professional.
That's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.